Today we hit Week 10, and we've got a good one in store between the New York Giants and the Washington Commanders. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now Jones. And his first look is incomplete. These two teams met in our nation's capital earlier this season, with the Commanders picking up the win at FedEx Field. So they're looking for another win here in Washington to take the season sweep. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing, Jones. As this complete to Daniel Bellinger. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. First down for the Giants as they pick up 12. Well, the first drive here and the first time that we've called a big tight end's name, but I can assure you this, Charles, it won't be the last.
No, it won't, because when he gets going, now it opens up opportunities on the perimeter, because that'll draw the defense towards him in the middle of the field. Now your wide receivers will get involved as this game goes on.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll run for the first time with Saquon Barkley. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. I tell you what, CD, this Washington defense, very strong in the victory last week.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
The Commanders bringing out the nickel package on 3rd down. Back to throw. Jones. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And fortunately for him, he's able to get it back, but it will be a loss on the play. Punter Sterling Hoffrichter out now on 4th down. He was called on 3 times in the win last week, as his first one here's away. Ross on the return. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Let's go. Here's Huntley. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time they were up to the challenge.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. To throw, Huntley. Got a man, it's De'Ami Brown, complete. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Robinson will try to pick it up. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. They'll give him a yard on the play, and it'll be fourth down.
They tried their best to pick up that 3rd and 1, but their surge wasn't enough to counteract what came back at them from the defensive side, was it?
Offensive line, especially in the middle, looked like they were on skates a little bit when that one started.
So now we bring up 4th and inches. This would be a critical call.
And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th.
But when you do call quarterback sneak, you don't mind if your quarterback's a little bit on the vertically challenged side, do you? Because he's just going to hide behind his big guys up front and be able to surge forward and pick up the first down.
Huntley to throw. It's complete to Brown, right side. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
That's tough to play zone defense when they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we talk about finding the soft spot. Defensively, how do you make sure they don't find a soft spot like they did there?
Tough to do, because what they normally will do is run routes that'll pull you out of that spot that they want to get into. That's what we call not taking the cheese, right? Don't go for the mousetrap. But it's hard to do because when you see a guy cutting that in that direction, you tend to go towards it.
On 1st and 10, Huntley. Dotson has it. Touchdown, Commanders. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Commanders are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Running again with Barkley on 2nd down. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially, it's no gain on the play, and they'll remain a few inches shy of the first with 3rd down looming.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Cameron Curl, and he will bring this one back. It is a pick 6 for a Washington touchdown. Sly on for the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They've been outplayed early, no question, down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. Jones throw here, pulled in by Galladay. Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Jones, off play action. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. Now Sterling Hoffrichter set to punt. Call it a 48-yard punt. Give them 9, though, on the return. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Just the one misstep for them in the first half of the season. 7-1 is the record at the midway point. And in terms of whatever power rankings you want to go by, they're at or near the top of the list in terms of best teams in the National Football League.
And for me, in my little bit of rankings here, I've got them at the top. I know there's still 2 months to go. We've seen teams get off to hot starts and then fade away due to injuries or the schedule or whatever. But unless there are a rash of injuries on this team, I'd be surprised if they aren't a 1st or 2nd seed come playoff time.
And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. The start for them near flawless. Defense gets them a 3 and out. 2 quick pass connections on offense.
So that's how a team works together. Just what you described. Get them the ball, give them a little momentum, and they're capitalizing off of that. Thanks a lot, guys.
2 yards on the pickup there, and it's 2nd down.
Okay, ready?
Again, he'll drop to throw. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
I think you put just a little bit too much heat on that one. When you throw it to the outside, you do have to be careful because you got to keep it away from the defender, but you also have to give your own guy a chance too.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, these are going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
Jones now. Following the fumble recovery, he'll throw. And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete.
That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get to field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37.
I really like the vision he displayed on that play because he saw there wasn't a lane to completely break off a huge gain. So he found where there was the most space and got what he could. A nice, dirty run that's a positive play for the offense.
The offense on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 4. Off the play fake. Jones Rolling to his right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The sack by the linebacker, Jamin Davis. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3.
So the defense are able to force their first turnover of the game, and then they add on to that by getting the field goal.
And you don't just want to take the ball away from your opponent, partner. You want to make them hurt as well. And if you don't score yourself on defense, turn it over to your offense and have them put points on the board.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield and punch in the end zone without turning it over.
He'll dump that off to Gibson, complete.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
They'll look to throw again.
Looking for Dotson, and he's got him. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in the defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the first down.
They find some open field here. Touchdown, Washington!
Pretty well-executed run. They were telling us yesterday, Charles, they were hoping to get everybody in sync. The line, the backs, and everybody looked in sync on that play.
They were in sync, and the field tilted. And that's where we get the term running downhill, because when you've got that kind of momentum and everyone's doing it properly as you just described, it does feel like they are coming from downhill to you as a defender, and that is really hard to stop.
Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10. As opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on